face. Shawty use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get on out my problems. Let me point up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Kill. Lefty.
Watch twist.
Topper.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Wentz on third down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 5.
Oh, you got deep? Check.
They'll run on first down. Hayden. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let's go.
On second down now. Hayden.
Watch the ship.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go. 180. Don't let him breathe.
On third down, Hayden. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo is going to flip one out here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
On second down, Hayden, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard.
Good job, Nick.
Now Garoppolo. He's got his man, it's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 57's Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, gun. Watch the screen. 80 weapons. Mike.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Let's put that team on the bus.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 55.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go. 180. 13.
I'm here all day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. First carry for James Conner. 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
56.
Check 56.
57.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check.
You draw Corpus.
Right back to Conner here on first. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Get him, boy!
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Throwing now is Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
You think you gonna get this?
They'll run for it with Connor. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Strip the ball.
Gray 15. Gray 15.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Yeah!
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, baby.
As his guys are in for 6. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish tight matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, We're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Play action. Now Wentz. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
56,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Go, run.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Push him back. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Go. Rabbit. Check.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. This is Reese on the grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Watch out.
Hey, Rip 5-2, hot here.
Wentz now on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 38 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Hey, let's get this.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wentz now to throw, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. This is caught by Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Here we go. 180.
55. Yo.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Here we go.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Here we go. 180. Watch his flag. Danny.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike 55. And here we go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Chargers 21, Eagles 10. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Switch. List 5-2. List 5-7.
Now Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Alert 3.
Sunday.
Alert 3. Hey, watch the edge.
61. Matchbox lights. What's your time?
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Smooth.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Watch the curl.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 9. Hey, Buck.
Wentz gonna throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna and Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Eat. Here we go. Mark 55. 21. Hey, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Come on out here, come get some.
And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go.
Right there, 56. What we got?
On play action, Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Done. 180.
Tight end right.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike, here we go. 180. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. Check. Lucky.
Sunday.
Mike 28. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 28. Set the tone, defense.
87.
Wentz. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
55.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Whip, whip. Whip, whip.
Hey, bunch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. All you get is a headache. 56 to Mike.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna Nwosu. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I got one. 36.
On 1st down, Hayden. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Here we go. 180.
Show 180. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Hayden looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Get away.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hayden, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
55 to Mike.
I got you.
55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
On third down, Hayden, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Quick stone, travel.
He runs. Check. Fresno. Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 68 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Chargers 38, Eagles 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Field position as they get it up past the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, gun.
Mike 55. Blue down.
12, fellas. Here.
On first down, Hayden.
It's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Hayden. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
He's not going to
They'll run on first down. Hayden. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for our visitors, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me.